Hey! Boss. What's up, man?
Where am I?
Brendan, thanks for coming in. Thanks
Pleasure.
for talking to us.
Pleasure.
How do you manage expectations at the club? Because you've gone to a new level last season, a new level in recent times, certainly. How do you manage that now moving ahead with the Champions League as well?
I just think it's really exciting. We say it's a new level. It's a new level because we've been out of it for a while. And there's no greater inspiration when you walk through the corridor every day and you see the European Cup in the corridor. So it tells you...
Is it an inspiration or
Well,
a threat?
well, for me, it's an inspiration. For some people or managers, that might intimidate them. For me, it's a huge inspiration of what this club was and what it means to so many people. And for me, to help restore that, the restoration of Liverpool, to get back to the elite of the game is very, very important. That's why I get up every morning to work as hard as I can.
You've had some interesting characters, shall we say. You had Luis Suarez at the club. You've got Mario Balotelli now. Everyone gets excited. Is part of that attraction to those kind of players the fact that you can harness their brilliance and guide them down a different path?
Some people will write them off. You know, I've dealt with a lot of players in my career, both young and senior players. But I try and don't write people off too early. And guys like, say, Balotelli, we all know what the issues are. But can we bring them in? I think the environment that you can create may help players. If it doesn't, at least you've had a go and you've had the opportunity. And if you give a player hope, hopefully he can respond.
Just look more broadly at management. In your opinion, the greatest manager and why?
I can look no further than my own club. You know, you look at Bill Shankly, what he created here. Bob Paisley. Bob Paisley won 3 European Cups. There's so many great managers. You know, I worked with Jose, who, as I said, was the biggest inspiration for me because he offered me the opportunity. I was 30 when I went to Chelsea, and he very quickly allowed me to and gave me the responsibility to work with the big players. I was someone who wanted to learn. I went there. He was a European champion, and I knew he was top at what he did, and I was a sponge to learn.
Who's the best player you've ever worked with then?
The one I single out is Steven Gerrard. He can do everything. This is a player that has won the Champions League, won cups, won trophies, over 100-odd England caps, but a player who can do anything in the game. He was 32 years of age. When I came into here, I was 39, you know, as a manager. Coming in, and after a few months he sat down, he knocked on my door, he says, how can I improve? And this is a guy that could very easily just come in, do his work, go home. But he wanted to be better. He wanted to improve. And knowing, as I said, the pressures that he's dealt with over the course of so many years at this level, I think collectively and generically, he's the best player.
Is he a future manager?
He will certainly have the respect. I think that'll be up to him. There's no doubt he's got all the experiences. I'm sure at some point in his career that he could go on and be a fantastic manager.
What gives you more satisfaction in the modern game? Because you're able to spend money now. Liverpool are a big force again. Buying a fantastic name or bringing somebody through?
My first look is to the academy and the base and bringing the young players through, seeing them go, you know, like Raheem, first came into the team at 17, not many had heard of him. He's now 19 years of age, an established player in the team, and looks like he can go on and have a fantastic career. But equally bringing in a player, you know, and looking and working with Luis Suarez. Louis came in here for what, about £20-odd million, and left here as one of the best players in the world. So seeing that development in a top player was good to see.
Different challenges now, of course. League campaign, Champions League campaign. Which is the priority, or is there such a thing?
I think priority will always be the Premier League, the Barclays Premier League. For me, for us, it's what has allowed us to get back into the Champions League. I think the most important thing for us now in the next few years is the sustainability. We need to look to sustain the club at this level now. We're up there after last year's performances, and over the last 2 years, people now recognise Liverpool as a force. So we have to sustain that now. And that's something that's going to be a real exciting challenge.